Lorena Danielle Croker was born on October 7th, 1988, in Denver, Colorado, to Catherine Elizabeth Deshay and Larry Danielle Jenkins. She was adopted by her daddy, Paul Timothy Croker, in 1994. Lorena lived the majority of her life in Aurora, Colorado, attending Aurora Christian Academy, Arkansas Elementary, Machek Middle, Rangeview High, and lastly, the Aveda Institute. As a young child, Lorena showed an interest and a talent for music. She played the piano for 8 years, the clarinet for 1, experimented with the trumpet, and had many years of voice lessons. She was also active in concert choir in high school. This passion for music has never changed. She attended to a wide variety of music, and you could not catch her without some sort of listening device. She was so happy when she finally had a phone that could store music so she could only keep track of one electronic gadget. She took karate classes for 2 years, winning many awards and trophies, and was a Girl Scout troop number 2520 from the 1st through the 8th grades. In middle school, Lorena played volleyball, basketball, and ran track for school teams. In high school, she showed a gift for the game of golf. Lorena's physical beauty is what usually first attracted people to her. After they got to know her and what endeared them to her was her tenderheartedness. As a child, something as simple as odd from a look from a stranger would break her heart and she'd start crying. As this character trait played out through the rest of her life, it was exhibited by how she would drop what she was doing to help anybody who appeared to need it. She would loan money she didn't have to help a friend or move friends into an apartment even when she couldn't afford food or rent. Her compassion is why she chose to go into massage therapy. She liked this field because every client would walk away feeling better than they came in, and she was helping people. She was also known to have a fiery temper on occasion. Her effervescent personality, wonderful smile, and infectious laughter would be missed by everybody she came in contact with. Above everything, her first love was children. From her niece and nephews to the children she babysat to all of her godchildren. Kids are what gave her the most joy. She was a strict disciplinarian, but was tender. And would lavishly praise more often than anything. Every child she came in contact with knew, "Yay, give me 5." And when she was in a melancholy mood, she would call her friends and family members and ask if she can hang out with her kids and always cheer her up. Lorena went home to be with Jesus on August 24th, 2011. While she took a little piece of us with her, she left us with much fuller lives, having an opportunity to know her, and we praise God for that. Lorena leaves to cherish her memories. Her mother, Kathy Croker, her fathers, Paul Croker and Larry Jenkins, her grandparents, William Croker II, Al Rose, and Louise Deshay Rose, her uncles and aunts, Kevin Deshay, Tammy Vincent, Boz Kalsha Davis, Chuck Vinnie Johnson, Patricia O'Donnell, Billie Jean McCullough, Harry William Croker III, Dorothy Johnny Jenkins Jr., Alice Jones Winston, Daniel Charles Jenkins, Gary Jenkins, Frederick Jenkson, her brothers Cameron Croker, Rashawn Pearson, Armand Anderson, her sisters Melanie D. Croker, Marisha Tucker, April Greenwood, and Ashley Jenkins, her nephews Cameron, Landon, Jaden, and Daniel, nieces Jaslyn, Lene, Arabella, Arisa, Amira, Daniela, Jana, Zariah, Alexis, and Kayla. Lorena also leaves to cherish her memory and innumerable beloved cousins and friends. We would like this time to extend you to our sincere gratitude for the kindness shown to us in our time of need. The cards, flowers, thoughts, prayers, and kind words were deeply appreciated. May God bless you and keep you.
At this time, I'd like to ask those who have been asked to read for the parents, if you would come.
From Paul Coker. I remember so many of your first experiences, which are just part of my fondest memories of you. The first time you fell asleep in my arms, the first time you wanted me to watch a Disney movie with you, the day you asked me to be your daddy, your first splashes in a mountain stream, and how I worried you would get cold, but you loved it so much we couldn't get you to stop to dry off and have lunch. The first time you saw a live trout when we were camping. Your first volleyball camp when you played Beethoven's Für Elise on the piano perfectly. I could go on and on with so many memories. Now you are in full bloom beyond earthly description in all things and at peace. Thank you.
I'm old. I love you. Tribute to my daughter. It's hard to put into words the depth of joy you've put into my life. Prior to you, I never knew that the sweetest word on the planet was mommy. You were an angel as a baby, rarely crying, with just the most beautiful smile. I'll never forget, when you were around a month old, I was pushing you through the mall in your stroller and you were sleeping. We were standing in line in Orange Julius. When you opened your mouth and yawned, the lady in line behind us was startled and stumbled back. She explained that you were so perfect in complexion and form that she just knew you were a doll and wondered in her mind what had happened to me so tragically that I would push a doll around in a stroller until you moved. It scared her. Probably one of my favorite memories is when I'd pick you up from daycare as a child and you'd see me, dropped everything you were doing, and come running to jump into my arms as if I were the only thing that mattered into the world. I remember when you were 3 and were at Hope Lutheran Daycare and came to pick you up one day. Your teacher pulled me aside to share. Then when the question was asked in class, what do you think sin is? You were the first one with your hand up and explained matter-of-factly, sin is when you hurt God's heart. Such awareness for such a little girl. I could ramble on and on about the great memories you've provided me. The struggles that were there too, but were few compared to the happiness. Your laughter and personality were contagious. People have always been endeared to you from the moment they met you. And nobody will ever be able to replace that special place in our hearts that you etched in each of us. You've given me life, somebody to strive to be a better person for, taught me a depth of love I didn't know was possible. And I'm so glad God blessed me with you. I'm not sure where my life will go from this point, but we'll be overjoyed to see you again on the other side of eternity. Love, Mommy.
We just touched on this a little bit in the obituary about how Lorena loved the kids. Anybody here who has kids knows that Lorena was always willing and welcome to come and take care of your children and just be a playmate for them. Seems like most of the time she was one of them, you know. Although she was a staunch disciplinarian, she did it in a kind and loving way. I really think with her passing now, we have to take that love that she had for all those kids, and most of us, I mean, this room is full of friends, and most of you guys I don't even know. That's how powerful her personality was, and we need to take that personality and keep that in our hearts and live with it, you know, forever, as a tribute to her and a tribute to what she has done for us. Keeping these family ties strong, keeping our friendships strong is, I think, the most important way we can show her how much that she impacted our lives. When she left us, she left a void, yes, in our hearts, but she left us with more, those teachings of love and kindness, friendship. I can't imagine living in a world without Lorena. And I don't think I'll ever have to, because forever she'll be in my heart and in all of yours. Thank you.
I actually have two different things to read. One was from myself and one was her friend Megan. Before I get started, I know you all knew Lorena as Lorena, but I called her Lorena and always will. I'm going to start with Megan, and then I'll read mine. And Megan says, "It's me, your white friend, haha. I've been fighting with myself on what to write, how to put it into words, the love, the loss, the pain that have filled my heart. It's still hard. My head tells me it's true, but my heart can't accept it. From the moment you walked into my life, I knew you were going to be special to me. I was right. You were there for me when things were rough and down in my life. You were there for the happiest day of my life. I was proud to be your friend and to be able to help you through some of your rough times. When I stood next to you, I stood tall and strong because of you. Throughout life, people ask you who some of your female heroes are. Well, you were one of mine. You were strong and powerful, loving and hard, and stood when standing was the hardest thing to do. You have given to so many and touched all of us. We were all blessed to be a part of your life. You have lost so much, and we have all tried to be there for you, even when you didn't want us there. I wish I could be there, but sadly I can't. But I will always remember you smiling and laughing. I'll remember how we used to talk about how sexy the guys from the Boondock Saints were, and how we played bingo, and how we would both get mad when someone else won. Rena, I'll always carry you in my heart and memories to the day I die. And when that day comes, I know you'll be there to guide me through the whole thing. You were a mother to us all, a daughter, a lover, a fighter, that crazy girl we all loved, a motivator, and for some, their inspiration. You were so many things that this world couldn't hold on to. So now you have your wings to fly and do all the things you want to do. Watch over us, guide us, and protect us, like you always have. Rena, I love you forever, and may you rest in peace. I love you."